Shot up and in. What a beautiful shot. Top 12, and there's a goal. Little Northrop, out she comes, makes the save. Right in the mix, and that's going to go in for a goal. For the second time this season, the CORKTOWN Hawks and Nationals come to this match as the top two teams in the Great Lakes Division. The CORKTOWN Hawks won their first meeting back on May 29th, 2-1, and seeing their first and only goal of the season. The Nationals have scored a league-high 33 goals, but have not been able to find a way to beat the CORKTOWN Hawks. UWS Soccer coming up next on the Michigan Soccer Network. Zambelli, shot saved, and goes in. Zambelli with the first goal of the evening. Coming here in the Steinwasser. Good little move from him. Steinwasser pokes it in for goal number 4. Good move by Wynn. About to 6. Wide open net for Koscheck. And with a shot. Oh my gosh, far post. It goes in. Right back in. Out from the goalkeeper. And it's going to find the goal. And a diving save. Koscheck just inside the 18. Left footed. Cross, Steinwasser, saved by South. Good move, shot. It goes in, back in the net. This one back in the mixer. Espinosa gets the head on it. Will that go in? And it does. Oh, let's look at this. Look at this. That might be a good to pass. Cervantes. That's wow. Hello, everyone, and welcome into Swinehart Field here on this July 4th weekend. A look at Shelby Township, Michigan for tonight's United Women's Soccer League matchup between the Nationals playing host to the CORKTOWN Hawks live right here on the Michigan Soccer Network. Alongside my broadcast partner, Steve Best, my name's Jonathan Turner. We talked about it in the opener. CORKTOWN Hawks have not allowed more than one goal this season, Steve. They've faced off against the Nationals back here on the 29th of May. The Nationals sitting in second place, the CORKTOWN Hawks in first. You know, this is a playoff game. We're going to see it on Thursday night. What do the Nationals have to do tonight to find a way to sneak one in here, man? They have struggled to find goals against the Hawks here these last number of years.
Yeah, we've got to witness the first matchup, and I believe it's going to be two teams that are going to come out and fight and battle. But the Nationals understand that the Hawks are going to try to dictate play in a lot of areas. They have to be able to defensively create cover, have balance, have that composure in the back to give themselves a chance on the counter. They have talented players. They have players that can go forward and make plays, as we've seen, whether it's likes of Cecilia Steinwasser or Sophia Wynn. They are dangerous going forward. However, so is CORKTOWN. And if they're not good defensively, the Nationals, CORKTOWN's going to make you pay. They've scored a lot of goals this year. They obviously don't concede a lot, as we've seen by the table. So it's going to take a lot of effort tonight. It's going to take a lot of focus. But for the Nationals, I think more than anything, the coaching staff and the players are using this game as to try to build and gain as much confidence as they can going into Thursday night's matchup. Because at the end of the day, this matchup won't dictate what happens on Thursday. And that Thursday outcome is really all that's going to matter, John.
That it is, as Steve was alluding to, and I mentioned here a moment ago, on Thursday night, the first and second place teams of the Great Lakes Division will face off in a playoff final here on the Michigan Soccer Network. The one thing we don't know still, which is who will be the home team, because as it sits right now, as you look at the standings as we put them back on the screen, CORKTOWN is in first place. The Nationals in second. The Nationals currently right now leading in goal differential, Steve. CORKTOWN Hawks have more points. If the Nationals win tonight, that would put them ahead with 19 points. But the CORKTOWN Hawks have one game left on Tuesday against the Michigan Jaguars. And that would be their final game of the season. We'll be covering that game as well. So theoretically, based on what happens here tonight, the Nationals could be in first place for the time being, which would put them in a home field position for Thursday's game. And if CORKTOWN were to lose, then that would make a big difference because now you have home field advantage.
Yeah, I mean, to be, I guess I think I disagree in that I just don't think the home field advantage is going to matter in this scenario between these two teams. I don't think that home field advantage gives the Nationals any better chance, or Corktown vice versa. I think the talent on the field is obvious between the both teams. They're both very talented squads, and it's going to come down to they're both going to be playing on a similar type field, right? Whether it's going to be a turf type field. A big field, we're not going to be constrained with a bumpy grass field one way or the other. Playing on at Burnley on a Tuesday night in December, nothing like that. So I don't really think there would be too much of an advantage. I think the biggest thing tonight is how these teams test each other and what they take from tonight moving towards Thursday. And for the Nationals, it's that confidence that they know they've scored in the last game they played them, so they know that they can score. So tonight it'll be about trying to establish more opportunities and gaining those, and then hopefully defensively locking down so they can prevent Corktown, because I think any confidence they can build going into Thursday will be huge, because everything's on the line then, and when it means the most. So that's just my thoughts. I know we don't normally disagree, John, but I don't know if home field in this type of matchup between these teams in this division really is going to matter too much.
No, and I'm not disagreeing with you on that. I think that, for example, the Corktown Hawks play at Wisner Stadium. It's a very, very small field. And, and if you want to be really compact and really have a field advantage at Wisner Stadium, the Corktown Hawks would have that, because you see the field like here today, for example. It is a much wider field than that what the Corktown is used to playing on at their home field. So I'm not saying I disagree with you or that we are in disagreement. I just think that looking at Wisner Stadium for what it is, we've been there.
Sure.
It is not a playing surface that I think a lot of teams are used to playing on, and that would be in favor of the Corktown Hawks. As you can see now, we have the international walk-on, and we are about to have the national anthem. That was a beautiful rendition there of the national anthem. July 4th weekend. Obviously, today is July the 3rd. Steve, what did you do here this weekend? Water action, I take it?
Yeah, I had a little river float down in Ann Arbor. Got a lot of sun, a lot of food, a lot of beverages. It was a good weekend. What about you, John?
Yeah, I had a chance to get out on the boat this morning. Got out early. We were on the water by 10 a.m. and spent.
Look at you. Up and at 'em.
I know, up and at 'em. Well, I mean, hey, we want to take full advantage of the water if we could. So, and that we did. So it was fun to say the least. And now I get to do what I love to do, which is call a women's soccer game here on the Michigan Soccer Network. While we are in waiting here, let's go ahead and talk about the starting 11 here tonight for the Corktown Hawks.
Yeah, and for Corktown tonight, starting in goal, Micaiah Lipsy. Also starting, Grace Simon, Maya Brandon, Lexi Smith, Mila Rustin, Taylor Steinagel, Juliana Pauletti, Abby Worthman, Drew Martin, Alexis Lipsy, and Olivia Thomas.
And for the Nationals.
Starting in goal, number 0, Maya Bellamo. Also starting for the Nationals, Alexandria Teffend, Ella Offer, Olivia Watson, Carly Boyd, Sydney Longo, Sophia Wynn, Cecilia Steinwasher, Caitlin Ducharme, Jenna Blackburn, and Alex Pulaski.
And we are officially underway here. United Women's Soccer League One action. Corktown Hawks coming in here to play against the Nationals. Live on the Michigan Soccer Network alongside my broadcast partner, Steve Besk. I'm Jonathan Turner, bringing you all the action here this Sunday evening. CORKTOWN Hawks will be in the all-black kits going left to right on your screen. Meanwhile, while the Nationals in all-red kits going right to left. Kickoff, I believe, was by the Nationals. Looking at the starting 11. As we mentioned in the opener, this is 1 versus 2. CORKTOWN Hawks currently sitting at 6-0-0. They have not lost a game. They've only conceded one goal this season. Meanwhile, the Nationals are 5-1-1. Their only loss coming to CORKTOWN Hawks back on the 29th, and they had a tie against the Jaguars back on the 19th of May.
John, and we had the privilege to talk to head coach Skip Mukhtar, during our podcast this week. He was talking about different things with this club and the way the girls have been playing, and he's going to always trying to compete at the highest level. And he was talking about this rivalry with Nationals, or what was Rebels, and his good friend Rob over there, and knowing that this is going to be a battle. Maybe CORKTOWN has come out on top, but he knows full well. There's a shot here
off the crossbar, just off the post. As Teffin now puts his top of the 18. A shot blocked. That was Blackburn. Now Offer with a shot from distance and a diving save from Micaiah Lipsy.
And just as we're speaking, that's exactly what the Nationals need as far as from a confidence standpoint. Get that early opportunity. As you see here is Carly Boyd with an attempted cross that kind of got away from her and almost found his way into the back of the net, clipping the bottom of the crossbar there. Early opportunity for the Nationals. And then a shot from distance from, I believe, Jenna Blackburn? No, Ella Offer on the shot, and Micaiah Lipsy coming up big with the save.
That it was. That was a nice play there by the Nationals. Only a couple minutes into this one, 2 minutes in. Now the Hawks in their black kits. A shot from distance, and that's going to go up and over.
Drew Martin there on the shot from distance, coming off a fresh state championship with Bloomfield Hills. John, as we were up there covering that, now finishes her high school season, inserts right in here to that CORKTOWN team, provides them a whole new layer of talent that they can just plug and play into that midfield and really provide a lot of different options for the Hawks.
Now here once again come the Nationals. This ball out wide, and a little bit too much pace on that one. Now for a throw-in.
And we talked about it, here in the open, a little bit in the pregame. Needing the result tonight isn't necessarily the biggest thing on the plate for either team, really. I'm sure the Nationals would love to find a way to get over that hump, but really things they can build from this game and the confidence, and if they can find a way to get maybe an early lead here and play with that confidence for all 90 minutes, be really useful for them going forward, and especially looking into Thursday night's game.
Steinwash will knock this back. Pulaski. Ball's crossed right into the box and into the hands of the goalkeeper, Lipsy. Looks as though the Nationals playing some form of a 3-5-1 tonight.
We'll see if it's something they stay with or if they alter the formation throughout the game, maybe at halftime adjustments.
Now 3-5-2. I don't know why I said 3-5-1, but Nguyen and Ducharme playing more up top. Probably because we only had 10 at the beginning of this, right? They gave us the 11th at the end. So. Now we're just some kind of a restart here with interesting. So now Steinwash will collect this and under immediate pressure. Now throwing again now on that far side for the Hawks. All cleared up, and it's a good tackle. That was Watson. Now this ball's played is Offer will play it back to Pulaski, and she'll clear it up. So far, it looks as though the Nationals seem to be a little more aggressive here early on, Steve.
Yeah, and I think that, something they tried to set the tone and understand that they're not going to come out and play scared or play afraid, despite not getting the results in the last several games facing off against Corktown. So tonight, definitely going to try to set that tone early, establish with that early opportunity and shots to try to set a different tone tonight and moving forward.
Now this is Thomas. Puts us across the box over Bellamo and goes over everyone. Now Pulaski is there to defend for the Nationals. Ball put inside the 6 and cleared out by Watson. Put right back in and off the side netting.
We've seen Corktown a few times as well this year, John. They can score goals in bunches. Conceding that one goal may seem just as if it's one goal, but they have an ability to bury 2 or 3 goals in a matter of 2 or 3 minutes and flip a tie game into a 2 or 3 goal game just like that. So defensively, the Nationals really have to be sound. As good as they've been so far offensively, got to be tight defensively.
Oh, that's a really good ball. She's not able to do anything with that. Was Carly Boyd. Now Steinwasser. Shot from distance and saved there by Lipsy. It's a beautiful night for soccer. Today was, I think, the high is 87 degrees here, and seemed to cool off a little bit here, Steve, in the early evening. So heat not much of a factor like it was last Saturday.
Bit cloudy skies as well, so nice cool evening, brisk breeze. Perfect environment and atmosphere for the players tonight.
Ball up and over. Running onto it is Descharmes, but Lipsy comes out. Something we talked about with Skip back on Monday during our podcast was just about how solid the defense has been, for the Corktown Hawks. Again, only conceding that one goal, but he mentioned and alluded it was their defense and their goalkeeping that has done the job here this season for the Hawks.
Yeah, and I think at the core of every good team, every championship team at most levels, have to be sound defensively, starting with the goalkeeper, starting with your back line. And if you don't have those things, it's hard to build off of. And Corktown has shown that. Steinwasser's going to get called there, and she's going to get booked, rightfully so. When it was on the ground there, preventing the Corktown player from getting by, held on, definitely ensured she wasn't going to go anywhere. And Steinwasser will pick up the yellow here in the 9th minute.
First yellow card of the game as she just takes down. I believe that was Brandon she took down.
Yeah, just held her. It's a tactical foul. She knows exactly what she's doing there. She probably claims maybe she was held up a little beforehand, but the referee sees that retaliation and hold, and an easy booking there for Steinwasser.
Maybe Grace Simon will put this back in here for the Hawks. There out comes Bellamo, and it's an easy grab for her. Kind of grabs you want as a goalkeeper in a game like this tonight.
Yeah, the more opportunities you can take away.
That is a dangerous ball up the middle like that. It's the second time we've seen that in the last couple of minutes from Bellamo. As a goalkeeper, I really didn't want to put it up the middle. For many reasons, as Watson gets a good win there, and the ball bounced here to Teffend. She got a ton of green space. Good turn by Longo, and Steinwasser go out wide. Rustin and be deflected and out now for a throw in here for the Corktown Hawks. 10 minutes in, 0-0 is the score. This is going to be it'll be a rematch of this on Thursday from these two teams in the Great Lakes Division Final. This ball up over the top for Thomas. She enters the 18, puts a cross, shot near post. It goes up and in.
Olivia Thomas just breaks up the right side here, not forced wide by the defender. She gets her shot off and beats Bellamo into the upper near side corner. As we'll see here on the replay, lovely ball in. Thomas runs onto it, takes that first touch, drives towards goal, and right here with the right foot, finishes near side upper corner and gives Corktown the early lead.
I believe it was Rustin that had the assist. Now Nguyen. Good move from Nguyen. Another good move. Seen it all season from her as she finds Teffin on the outside. Ball comes across. And back out to Teffin. Down by the end line. Ball comes back off the post and then out for a goal kick.
And these next 5-10 minutes here are going to be vitally important for how the Nationals respond, how they pick themselves back up after conceding that goal, something they've done to Corktown before. But how can they respond here? They played a good opening 10 minutes, wasn't able to capitalize on their opportunities. Now you just conceded a goal. Now the coaching staff's got to look at this team from top to bottom and say, how are we going to respond? It's okay they scored, right? As long as we can come back and battle our way back into this game, create more opportunities. But the Nationals really have to start to now elevate that play and try to get back into this game.
And looking at this game so far for what it's been, the teams come out from the get-go with the more aggressive play, more energy, as you said, setting the tone has been the Nationals. So, which we saw again the first time we saw them on the 29th. The Nationals came out. They seemed to have more energy. The one thing they were missing was timing on offside runs. Right, they kept having players in an offside position. This ball up and over. And speaking of offsides, but again, the assist on that one does go to Mila Rustin, number 17. The goal scorer and coming in the 11th minute. Again, that goal coming from Olivia Thomas in the upper 90 of the near post.
Yeah, not a place you want to get beat if you're Belmo, but at the same time, an absolute rocket hit from Thomas. And I don't think Belmo had too much of a chance, to be fair. A, you're not expecting that shot to go there, and B, the pace in which Thomas hit it. It's just going to be very tough to make that type of save. It was well struck and a well-deserved goal.
Well, you even heard me. I was expecting the cross. That's what I even said. Here comes the cross. And, she shoots that upper 90 near post. It hit off the top bar up and in. So it was a fantastic shot. And as you said, Belmo just wasn't expecting it.
Yeah, and it's not the expected placement. A lot of times shooters coming in there, a lot of times we'll try to go far bar, whether it be low or sometimes near bar, but low. Rarely do the shooters try to go near side high.
As this ball will bounce. Oh, go far post. I believe there's Abby Worthman.
It was Alexis Lipsy, number 25, on the shot. And there, exactly in that moment, right, as we're going to see the replay, Lipsy gets onto this rebound here. And this is the expected shot, right? Backside on the ground, and there where Bellamo has it covered, had that been on frame.
Now we'll start here with a goal kick from Bellamo. Now Nguyen will.
She's got 1v1 if she can go.
Yeah, she can. Now she'll take a shot from distance, and that'll go just wide.
Don't hate the opportunity there from Sophia Wynn. I think if she has it back, she 9 times out of 10, if she decides to maybe take her defender on 1v1, she could potentially beat her and get a little bit closer. So her shot selection is a little bit of a higher percentage from closer distance, and she forces the goalkeeper to maybe have to make a save. But from that shot from that distance there, not going to beat Micaiah Lipsy.
Now here comes Steinwasser. Puts this one inside the box. It's going to go over everyone from the Nationals, and Rustin will collect this. Knock it up towards Thomas. Referee will call foul as Teffin was, I guess, a little too strong there on that challenge with Thomas.
There's a fish in my window.
Yeah, there is. Fish flying everywhere here in Shelby Township.
Fish everywhere. And not fish flies.
As Lipsy will now collect this for the Hawks just outside the 18. Pulaski, there's a shot now up and over.
Good work there from Pulaski to keep her wide, to force that shot to come off the left foot, to really give her a tough angle. And by doing so, forces that shot to go up and over the top and out for a goal kick.
Not the start the Nationals wanted as they go down 1-0 in the 11th minute, but they do have the ability, and as you see Caitlin Ducharme now looking to receive this ball, and it's back now. Goalkeeper Lipsy.
As much as that ball was hit with not the right enough pace to find Ducharme, if Caitlin Ducharme can find a way just to get a touch there and hold that ball up, she's got players joining there, and those are the plays that the Nationals have to make if they're going to try to find a way to get back into this game.
Ducharme was in an offside position, as you can see the flag going up now. Something that we saw quite a bit of. The last time these two teams saw each other was offsides in the timed runs.
And sometimes those things can just be about communication, sometimes comfortability and getting to play with players. But by this time of the season, that's got to be something that the players are looking up, and whether it's timing the runs better, whether it's playing the ball when you know you should play it instead of holding it on to that extra second, can be vitally important at a time like this.
Now Nguyen will collect this, and Ducharme. Oh, I saw that run from Steinwasser. Just got broken up there defensively by the Hawks. And now a touch now for a throw in on the far side.
Fish down.
I think it was my son.
Oh, Nathan down.
Nathan down with an iPad. Now another foul called against the Nationals. Free kick restart here for the CORKTOWN Hawks coming up just outside the 35-yard line or so. Maybe the 45. Now the 40.
CORKTOWN is yet to assert their dominance in the possession in the attacking third so far. Even though despite getting the goal, the Nationals have done a good job of stepping their lines, eliminating that extra space, and putting the pressure on themselves.
Ball went out of touch, and now a throw-in coming. It's one of those games too. Where you think about this. This is a rivalry game. That's for the last couple of years. I mentioned in our opener. They've had their number. The Hawks and whether it be in the State Cup last year or in UWS 2, they've had their number. You would think, just based on the way that this game would start off, that it would just feel like there's more to it. And from a distance, it doesn't seem like there's the energy that we would expect in a rivalry game like this tonight.
Well, I mean, to be fair, there's not a whole lot on the line. I mean, you can look at it and say home field and who finishes first or second in the league, but they both know they're playing Thursday night. There's not a chance of another team making that jump. So,
Oh, a good ball. Good defensive play as Blackburn tried to collect it. Now that was Boyd. It was given away, but a well-placed ball just over the back line of the Hawks. Nguyen was there, just wasn't able to gather it in.
Yeah, there just doesn't seem to be, there is a bit of a lack of energy and lack maybe emotion early on here. But again, there's just, both teams are definitely trying to pick things up and learn what they can about each other as much as trying to play their style. But, it is sometimes difficult to get up for a game when there is not a whole lot riding on the end result. As much as personally you want to win that game, of course, as competitors, John, I think you and I both know every game we've ever played, I don't care if it was a preseason, exhibition, first playing against the best team in the state or the worst team, you want to win. But you just don't really feel that here.
Well, there's an opportunity, a shot. Bellamo with the save. Brandon with the shot up and out now for a corner kick here for the Hawks.
Yeah, great break in, and Maya Brandon connects with her shot, hits this real solid, just right at Maya Bellamo, who quickly gets her hands up, knocks it up and over the top, and out of bounds for the first corner kick of the night here, coming by the way of Corktown AFC. We know they can be dangerous here, John, defensively. Nationals really has to lock in.
The ball comes in, it's going to go long. That's not the corner kick you'd want there. We saw it the first time we covered them. They scored their second goal of the game off a corner kick. As this ball comes up, and a good touch by Bellamo. Rustin and Blackburn to Boyd. We're going to switch his near side to Nguyen, and it's given away. Something you don't want to do there. You have the counter. You've been under some pressure here these last couple of minutes from the Hawks. You got to find a way in that moment to be a little more patient with the ball, as this ball was intended for Brandon Teffin. But just giving it away like that, now you're back on the counter again, and it's hard defensively to be able to keep battling those short transitional plays. You keep giving the ball away. Is now out wide to Descharmes. Inside the box for Nguyen. Left-footed shot blocked. And then cleared out.
Yeah, no, and to your point, the counterattack is something.
Look at Nguyen. Inside the box. Oh, shot off the chest. Stomach.
But the Nationals can't take the opportunities they do get on those counters and give it away right away. They have to force Corktown to defend. They have to force them to use energy and waste that energy in defending more, because if they're going to turn the ball right back over and give Corktown more opportunities, more times than not, they're going to create more opportunities and they're going to get shots on goal, which will end up results in goals. And if Nationals want to back in this game, they really have to be tighter defensively and not give away the ball so easily.
Agreed wholeheartedly. Hey, we agree.
Let's take away there from Olivia Watson.
Yeah, it was. Is now Boyd up to Blackburn. And then cleared out. So a throw-in coming here for the Nationals on that far side.
We don't have a fire going on tonight.
We do not. This ball's thrown right in, and it's going to go off the defender now for a corner kick, the first of the night for the Nationals. You can hear Robert Brinkman saying, Descharmes get in front of the keep. This ball comes in. Oh, a foul being called right at the top of the penalty area, about 25 yards or so from goal. It's going to be a good opportunity here for the Nationals.
Yeah, I didn't see exactly what it was. Not sure which player, kind of, I believe maybe off the ball is where the foul was called, but the Nationals will have a dangerous opportunity here just about 25 yards out.
Steinwasser will take this off the wall, and out for now will be a corner kick.
Carly Boyd to take the corner here for the Nationals.
Ball's going to be high. It's going to go bounce right back. It's Pulaski trying to put it back in, and out for a goal kick.
Good work from the Nationals to try to take advantage. Had a couple deep throw-ins. Got another corner kick. Created some chaos in front of the net, but unable to put one in the back of the net. But good sustained pressure there from the Nationals, which is important that they keep that up here throughout the remainder of this first half.
Kyle Lipsy will put this back in for the Corktown Hawks. Descharme now. In comes Boyd. It's a good tackle as Descharme down by the end line, puts us across the box. Rustin was right there and then cleared up. Puts it right back in the middle of Rustin and now looks to Hawks on the counter. Watts will look to play back to Bellamo as she does.
Dangerous ball from Bellamo.
Second, third one. That time they got it. It was a shot right there into Bellamo's hands from Alexis Lipsy. Rolled right out here on this near side to offer. Ellie Teffin. Longo finds Descharme. Boyd from distance. That's ambitious.
I mean, shots coming from 40-plus yards out. It's got to be hit perfectly there if that's going to be something that's going to find in the back of the net. As it looks like we're having a hydration break.
Oh, okay. They don't tell us much. My guess it'll only be a short minute here. I didn't think it was that hot to be a water break day, but to each their own. It's 81. I guess the heat index must. Well, the Hawks only have 2 subs, and there was a fire the last time we were here. That might have created some heat.
Yeah, there's still heat coming from that fire.
Oh boy. Well, we're gonna stick around. We're not going anywhere yet. We will stay here and keep talking through this initial break. Take a look at some replays here. Some of the first goal. They're gonna get some Rustin and up to Olivia Thomas, and just a beautiful goal.
Yeah, no chance there from Bellamo, as we're going to see another angle of it here as Thomas drives in. Important right there, that first touch to drive her towards the goal. Just puts that shot near post, almost right in that upper corner, making it impossible for pretty much any goalkeeper there to make that save, especially with the pace in which she hit it. Giving Corktown the early lead, and that's where things stand here just about 27 minutes in as Corktown AFC leads the Nationals 1-0 here at Swinehart Field.
Yeah.
See any kind of adjustments that can be made. Obviously, this water break coming to a close, this hydration break coming to a close, but I'm sure that the coaches tried to make some last-minute adjustments here for the last several minutes and trying to make some alterations to maybe a formation or the style in which they're playing, but we'll see if anything changes here in this last 15 or so.
Yeah, when there's something about this, and I think it's true when you start talking about getting the psychology of a player, Steve. It happens a lot when you play against a team that you know that you've had struggles against, right? You've been able to really find success at a lot of other places, a lot of other teams. The Nationals and the Rebels have struggled against the Corktown Hawks, and there's psychology with that. When you step on this field and you haven't really won or had success against the team, it weighs on you. When I was younger, we played against teams like the Vardars, when we were the Vardars and the Wolves in travel soccer. Those were the teams that were always the state champions, right? State Cup, and to go out and play against them, there's something about that. You knew you were going to be losing almost every time you played them because they were a very, very good team. And I'm not saying that's what the Nationals are feeling, but when you haven't had success, that can weigh on you, and that can go into how conservative you play or how aggressive you play, the decisions you make on the field, and those things can ultimately lead to wins and losses.
Yeah, and in this type of scenario, it's not a matter of a giant talent gap. We've seen the Nationals, we've seen the players on an individual basis. They have the talent to compete. It's just putting it all together. And here's Sophia Wynn, one of the more dangerous players they have.
Oh, looking to win. Yeah, now Longo will collect this just outside the 18. Finds Steinwasser in the middle of the park. She knocks this one out wide. That was for Pulaski. And here comes Lipsy. She's got some speed. And, Olivia Watson takes her down. That's going to be the second yellow card here of the evening.
And Watson's going to claim that she thought she got the ball and that just went up and over the top on the tackle. We're going to see here in the replay. Lipsy takes a touch.
She got ball.
Did look like she might have had a case to argue there, but referee issues a yellow card, and we're going to have a free kick here for Corktown in a dangerous position, just off to the far right side of the net.
So the free kick just about 32 yards or so away from goal. Ball comes into the box, and good win there by Pulaski. Volley back now to Lipsy. She looks to play this to her sister, I assume. I don't always assume. I mean, I'm a Turner. Lauren Turner plays on this pitch.
No relation.
We're not related. But, you know, Micaiah Lipsy, Alexis Lipsy, assuming they're sisters.
Not brothers.
The Steinwasser finds Descharme. She was looking for Boyd. Now she played all the way back now to Micaiah Lipsy. 32nd minute. Corktown Hawks got on the board in the 11th. Off the foot of Olivia Thomas. And that's where things stand right now. Steinwasser finds Boyd. And she's got Descharme. Descharme back to Boyd. Little flick just up and over and off the crossbar. I thought I heard a whistle.
Thought I heard a whistle as well. I think the players maybe thought they did. The shot was saved by Micaiah Lipsy off the top of the crossbar, bounced back in, but no national player there to be on the end of it.
Now Steinwasser, a little too much on that pass. Yeah, it was weird because as I was calling it, I heard the whistle, so I thought it was a dead play.
Yeah, I thought maybe there was, just out of view for me, was the referee at the time. I was watching the shot come in, so I thought potentially there was maybe a foul that happened outside as the players almost did seem to freeze.
Yeah, I mean, she may got, I don't know if she got a piece on that, but it was close. Hit off the crossbar for sure. But yeah, everyone seemed kind of stopped too, so I thought there was a whistle, but I guess there wasn't. They say play to the whistle, I guess. This ball is played into Lipsy. Pulaski there to defend. A little turn from her. This ball is put across the top of the sixth and over. Go out for a throw-in.
I think we got some confirmation of the apparent whistle we thought we heard. I believe one of our producers believes it might have been a bottle rocket, and I believe that's probably exactly what it was. We've had some fireworks going off, and I think it was the whistling of a firework, a bottle rocket of sorts, because
well, we need to get the police out here. They need to shut that down until this game's over with.
Well, you know, last time we had the fire in the distance, and
we did.
Next thing you know, it was out. So we do have that kind of control, John. You know, our power is we wield great power up here in the booth.
That we do. Rustin will. This is up and over. It's intended there for Juliana Paletti. Brandon. Ball put inside and right to Bellamo. They start this once again quickly to the Nationals. On all the way back to Micaiah Lipsy.
See Caitlin Ducharme turning back to her teammate, pointing right, at her feet. That ball's got to be played to her feet on the ground, and a ball that she can collect and hold up play for to let her teammates join. The ball's played just away from her where she's got to reach out for it on a ball in the air, or she doesn't able to control it. She gets a touch on it and a lost opportunity there for the Nationals.
That's right, as Lipsy will punt this up. Teffin will try to bring it down, but unable to do so as it goes right to Rustin. Longo. Stanago on her Back as now Steinwasser finds Blackburn. A heavy touch. Good ball out to Nguyen. Top of the 18, Nguyen with a shot, blocked. And Teffin will let this one go out for a corner kick. Sophia Nguyen has the ability to strike from distance. We saw it last week. She had 4 goals in that game against the Muskegon Risers, one of which was a goal of the week nominee, which she shot upper 90 far post. So she has the ability to get a laser on frame.
Yeah, absolutely. I think she has the ability. We know they have the technical ability in and around goal to score. It's getting that confidence, and it's going to take a lot to beat a team like Corktown.
Here comes the corner right into the mix. Out comes Lipsy, and she grabs it.
When you go a whole season right now, 6-7 games, and only conceded 1 goal, it's happened for a reason. It's not by mistake that you've only conceded 1 goal. They have a strong goalkeeper, a strong back line, good marking abilities, good communication in the back, and we've seen that here in eliminating those opportunities.
Paletti there getting tied up with Watson. We're played up the middle once again by Bellamo. Offer under immediate pressure, back to Mel. Just got to get it up and then out of there. Rustin gives it away, and now here come the Nationals. Nguyen with it. That was a good idea. Just getting too much pace as it goes through the back line all the way back to Micaiah Lipsy. Trying to get a little fan cheering in here. The Corktown Hawks.
I was hoping for the wave.
I was too. It's a good try.
Valiant effort.
That's right. It's Lipsy, Alexis Lipsy on that far side. One-on-one there with Steinwasser. Puts this one in the box. Teffin is there, and it's a smart play. She's facing her own goal. Knocks it out for a throw-in here on this near side for the Hawks. The wave has started here in the press box. Not sure if that's for cooling us down or not, but as this ball is thrown in, Bellamo comes out. It goes off, I believe there, Brandon, and now out for a goal kick.
Yeah, dangerous opportunity there on the throw is Maya Brandon puts the pressure in on Maya Bellamo. Ball goes off of Brandon out for a goal kick.
Good trap there by Nguyen. Longo finds Offer. She's got a ton of space. They're going to give it to her, and then she gives it away. Got to be smarter in that situation to the Nationals. Offer.
Situation where Corktown realizes, Ella Offer more of a defender, playing forward, coming into that attack. They're going to give her that space. They're going to give her that 5, 10, 15 yards of space because she's not an attacking type player. Once she got in, they still closed onto her, and she gives the ball away in a turnover. And Corktown would like to see that happen every time. And the Nationals, again, have to be better on giving the ball away because they're just losing out on opportunities, easily just handing Corktown the ball right back over.
A good move there by Thomas. Good cutback. And good win there by Steinwasser. Now to Charm. Good ball there into Nguyen. Well, one there. And out wide to Lipsy. Inside the 18, Watson there, shot far post, and goes just wide.
Another good opportunity here for Corktown. Shot coming in. Bellamo did have it covered as it goes just wide. We're going to see here on the replay. Keeps her shot low, trying to find that far corner, but not able to find it as Maya Bellamo did have that covered.
Teffin. Oh, I was going to say a little shove in the back there by Thomas. Referee calls a foul. Oh, Offer will bring this one back in for the Nationals here. The 42nd minute. 1-0 game. Goal coming in the 11th minute off the foot of Olivia Thomas. And that's where things stand right now in this one. Throws into a wide open Carly Boyd. Wasn't able to do anything with that, but it was an easy throw. I just gave it to her.
Yeah, and again, got to do better there from receiving that ball in. Got to at least put that shot on target. Find a way. The Nationals, as much as they have had possession in the attacking third, they've had some opportunities. They've nowhere been dangerous enough in creating opportunities in on goal. Too many turnovers and giveaways here, and definitely a reason why Corktown still finds himself here in the lead.
Given away once again. Now Stanley. Wynn, and now off for a throw on the far side. If you're just joining us, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you haven't just joined us, been watching the whole game, hit the subscribe button. As Grant Harrison will say, smash that like button. That way we know you like what we're doing. Hit the bell. That way you're notified every time we go live or add new content, Steve.
Absolutely. Chance here.
Yes, there's Blackburn. Keeps going, fighting strong, and just unable to get that crucial last touch to put it on frame.
I knew the moment I was going to open my mouth, the Nationals were going to get a chance, so I decided to hold back, and then, of course, the chance doesn't involve anything, but no, absolutely, John. Hit that subscribe button, follow along, get notified, because a lot of coverage coming up here on the network of all sorts of leagues. So you can stay notified.
Longo went down. I think she's looking for a foul. Now here comes Lipsy.
Off the face of Alex Pulaski.
That's Boyd now out for Nguyen, who's on that right side, kind of shifting from the left to the right. Blackburn. Longo. Puts it in for Deschamps. She's got to be able to collect it there.
Yep. You know, we saw her earlier getting frustrated with her team about playing the ball too, but you know, when that ball gets played, she's got to do a good job of collecting it, and it has to be better there because sometimes the balls aren't always going to be perfect, but you got to find a way to collect it, hold it up for your teammates to let your team build, and by not doing so, another turnover, giveaway.
Pulaski on that far side made a run, and Deschamps finds Pulaski, but just too much pace on that one. 45th minute, just 1 minute to go here in this first half. When this half does conclude, we'll take a break, step aside for a few minutes, regather, and come back with second half action. So don't go anywhere.
Fourth officials indicated we have 3 minutes of stoppage time.
Wow. It's Thomas. Good fight there, but too much pace on it as it goes out of touch. There's this bug in front of me. It's just like landing on my. It's like dying, right in front of me. I haven't killed it yet. It's just dying right in front of me.
Well, that'd be committing murder on live
yeah.
stream. So you don't want to do that.
Finds Blackburn. Top of the 18 shot, blocked. Goes in Boyd. She collects the ball. Gets a shot. Oh, just wide. Good opportunity there for the Nationals.
Yeah, but another opportunity that they would love to have seen end up in the back of the net. Try to find a way to tie this one up before half. opportunity here for the Nationals. Bouncing ball into the box. As Carly Boyd gets her shot off. Well defended there from Corktown.
Yeah, it was good work from her.
And, opportunity goes to waste.
Worthman looks to go up there to Pilati. Puts it up. Belmo comes out. Indecisive. You got to go or you don't. You can't be in what they call that unknown land, and that's what she was undecisive there, and you can't be in that situation.
And especially where she has the defender there, if you're going to go, it's got to be certain that you're going to win that ball so that there's no question about it. But her hesitation there, and then you have the attacker and defender still there, really just puts you into a really bad area because any kind of loose ball or ball that gets away is likely going to end up in the back of the net with an open net.
Pilati will now collect this for the Hawks. Back to Worthman. Good fight there is Boyd. Now Steinwasser. Finds Teffen. Out wide here to offer. Too much or not enough. Either way, it goes out now for a throw-in. Referee says throw-in for the Nationals. Now Boyd. Top of the 18 for Descharm. Lays it off for Steinwasser. Descharm. Back to Steinwasser. Saved by Lipsy.
Good 1-2 play there from Cecilia Steinwasser in the middle of the park. Gets the ball onto her right foot. Hits it well. Puts a good shot in on frame, but Micaiah Lipsy comes up big with the save. As we see here, nice little 1-2 play from Ducharme and Steinwasser. Nice little layoff there. But even bigger save there from Micaiah Lipsy. Ducharme comes out off her line, cuts down the angle, comes up with a big save here just as the first half's coming to a close.
Best opportunity of the night for the Nationals for sure. Micaiah Lipsy comes up big and keeps this only one goal conceded for the season still intact.
When you get that type of goalkeeping, that's why your defensive record looks the way it does. You know, conceding one goal, having the differential you do, making those big saves in key clutch situations has been a reason for Corktown's success over the last several seasons.
And Steinwasser put that ball where she needed to. You know, I mean, could she have maybe a little more pace on it? Maybe a little further away, yeah. But, I mean, it's a 1-2 connecting pass. And, you know, she did what she needed to do, and Micaiah Lipsy came up big. At the end of the first half, the Corktown Hawks in the 11th minute off the foot of Olivia Thomas scored. It's 1-0 here, and that's where things will end here at this end of the first half, Steve.
Yeah, back and forth action. Thought the Nationals did well in definitely big moments. Wasn't able to find a way to get on the board yet. Corktown takes the lead going into the half, and we'll see what kind of adjustments can be made.
No question about that. So don't go anywhere. We've got second half action coming up here after the break. You're watching UWS Soccer here on the Michigan Soccer Network on July 4th weekend. The Michigan Soccer Network covers all levels of soccer from youth, high school, college, and professional throughout the state of Michigan. Blatch has a shot low, and he makes the goal. What a shot there, low, near post, under the arms of Best. Our mission here at the Michigan Soccer Network is to bring your event to life. Full commentary, multi-camera options are available, and we are here to make the game of soccer in Michigan that much better. Good ball off his chest, down, save again by Heisch. What a he still has it, top of the 18, shot coming, and it's a goal. How they have it is a cross coming in. Hodgson gets a touch, he gets the first goal. He makes up for it from the first one in the first half, that offsides call, and there's the first goal in club history. To learn more, visit MichiganSoccerNetwork.com today.
Their first ball. Their first uniform. Their first number. Their first teammate. Their first goal. Their first coach. We take great care in making sure their first isn't their last. We're so much more than a soccer class. Come play with us today at kickstarttoddlersoccer.com.
Granite City Food and Brewery has 2 Michigan locations in Troy and Northville. Serves made-from-scratch food, brews in-house beer, and even has brunch every Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. To learn more about their daily specials or to book a private party, visit gcfb.com. Make sure you head over to Granite City in Northville at the corner of 7 Mile and Haggerty, or the Troy location at 16 Mile and I-75.
We like to do it before we go out on the weekend.
We do.
We do it every week.
Whether we need to or not.
We did it today.
It was really dirty.
My parents do it every day.
Hey, kiddo!
Do it every day with the Unlimited Club only at Jack's Car Wash. Protect your car from the hot summer sun, dust, dirt, and contaminants all summer long with the Jack's Unlimited Club.
Join today, starting at just $24.99 a month.
Now, and here we are, doing it for the first time here tonight on June 6th.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we have a good base.
Shot, and that goes off the post and in. Thanks. Oh, good move by Wynn. Puck to 6, wide open net for Cox, Jack, and that's goal number 2. Now wide to the hockey, just inside the 18. Left cross, Steinwasser, saved by Solly. Welcome back here into Swinehart Field for tonight's UWS matchup. The last game of the season here for the Nationals. One more game for the CORKTOWN Hawks. They're currently leading here 1-0 at the half. We mentioned there's not a lot to play for here tonight for really either of these teams. They both have made it into the playoffs next Thursday, Steve. So, I mean, what do we got here for these next 45 minutes?
Well, I think both coaching staffs will find things to work on, things that they can try to exploit and take from that first half. I think a lot of positives from both sides in the first half. If you're the Nationals, you can take away that confidence of creating opportunities, whether it was Sophia Wynn, whether it was Caitlin Ducharme, Cecilia Steinwasser with some opportunities, forcing Micaiah Lipsy to have to make some big saves. Already have 5 saves in that first half. So that's a good positive takeaway the Nationals can take, and it is for CORKTOWN. Weathering that storm, knowing that the Nationals are going to come out trying to play on that front foot. They've done a good job of tightening it up and taking that lead into the half.
That's right, Steve. You said it perfectly, just the way that I would say it if I were in your shoes.
I'm glad you're not in my shoes.
But here's the deal. Don't go anywhere. We've got 45 more minutes of action here as the Nationals look to find a way here to take something into their playoff game here against the CORKTOWN Hawks, who have only conceded 1 goal this entire season. You're watching live soccer on Michigan Soccer Network.
Their first ball. Their first uniform. Their first number. Their first teammate. Their first goal. Their first coach. We take great care in making sure their first isn't their last. We're so much more than a soccer class. Come play with us today at kickstarttoddlersoccer.com.
Granite City Food and Brewery has 2 Michigan locations in Troy and Northville. Serves made-from-scratch food, brews in-house beer, and even has brunch every Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. To learn more about their daily specials or to book a private party, visit gcfb.com. Make sure you head over to Granite City in Northville at the corner of 7 Mile and Haggerty, or the Troy location at 16 Mile and I-75.
Every generation knows where to go when their car gets dirty. And every generation understands the timeless family tradition of Jack's Car Wash. Families know that a clean car by Jack's just rides better.
We begin with your dream, your drive, your grit, the heart and vision of every member of your team. We take it all, and from those threads of greatness, we weave a uniform of a champion. In many ways, our sport is just like yours. We've brought together a team of elite designers. We've put in the time and the sweat, perfecting our craft over 14 years. We've outfitted thousands of teams for thousands of victories, approaching each new project, each new game, like it's the only one we'll ever play. And let's be honest, we've done it all with a quality so unmatched that some can't help but call it perfection. You know, it's more than just a shirt. Look like a champion, play like a champion. A champion powered by the G. Hashtag GBrandUSA. GBrandUSA. Elite design, unmatched quality, American pride. We're proudly made in the USA.
As we welcome back here into Schweinhart Stadium, as we're going to take a look at some of the highlights from our first half. Chance here from the Nationals on a cross. It hits a crossbar, doesn't get by Micaiah Lipsy, and then the first goal of the game coming off Olivia Thomas. The right-footed shot here beats Maya Bellamo into the upper right corner to give Corktown Hawks the 1-0 lead here over the Nationals. Another opportunity here in for Corktown as bouncing ball comes in. Shot just wide past the diving Maya Bellamo. The Nationals responded themselves with some opportunities. Shot forcing Micaiah Lipsy to have to make a save there up and off the crossbar. Chance by Carly Boyd, just wide. And the chance here from Ducharme to Steinwasser. Back to Ducharme for the layoff. Shot saved there easily by Micaiah Lipsy, who's kept this game in a shutout for her side, and Corktown takes the 1-0 lead coming into the second half here, John.
Yeah, that they do, and that last replay of Steinwasser's shot, really just kind of tells you all you need to really see and know about this game and about the season for the CORKTOWN Hawks. It's been a season where defensively they've shut down every opponent they've gone up against. They've only conceded one goal, that goal coming back on the 29th against the Nationals. That goal coming really in the 90th minute, and it was a goal that, I'm sure the Hawks would say, hey, we want back. But really in that game, just based on how that game was going, that goal meant nothing in that moment. But it's the only goal they've conceded thus far in the season. They've got 23 goal differential is what they're at, plus 23, 24 goals for, 1 goal against. To the Nationals, who have 33 goals for, 7, now it's 8 against for a plus 25. So both these teams are defensively sound. They have the offensive power in order to score goals. And now it's just a matter of next Thursday when they see each other in the playoffs, which team will show up and take it by the nose, so to speak, and go get a win. As now we're back underway here in this second half as the Hawks in all black going right to left on your screen. The Nationals in all red going left to right on your screen. As Longo finds Nguyen. Good win back by Longo. Nguyen just a heavy touch. That's a foul. That was not a firework. That was a headset falling down here in the press box. Steve looking to find extra space in a press box that has way too much of it.
Yeah, but there's scoreboards and a monitor from the DQ that was...
Did we even start the clock?
No. It's the fish's job.
Well, the official clock is 45:48, so. Well, welcome back here. We appreciate you joining us here on this July 4th weekend, July 3rd, Sunday night game here under the lights at Swinehart Field. Tonight's coach for the Nationals, Robert Brinkman, in place of Mami Yamaguchi. She was involved in a hit and run bicycle accident on Monday evening. Was in the hospital for most of the week and is now home resting, hopefully in bed, getting ready to get back to work here, maybe on Thursday. The Hawks puts this into the box, and now here it comes out to midfield. So I want to wish Mami Yamaguchi a fast and speedy recovery. Soccer is secondary in this time. So a good ball up in the middle of the park. That was for Nguyen. Now played all the way back from number 10, Taylor Stenagel.
I'm going to drop the clipboard again.
Look at Steinwasser. Almost another 1-2 punch and cleared out. We're going to see a throw-in coming in here now. Steinwasser down by the end line. Cleared out with another throw-in. How many producers does it take to get this clock working?
Apparently
it was 3.
5.
It was 3.
Team effort.
As Descharme will put this up and out for a goal kick. The things we do, Steve, the things we do.
We do things.
And the fish that we have to deal with. As Boyd now will collect this, top of the 18, puts this one in, and that's going to be real easy for Lipsy. Fill this out. Now Lipsy has got a touch.
Don't believe we had any changes in either lineup here to start the second half, John. I didn't see any switches, but if we do, we'll definitely pass them along to you.
I didn't see it either. The Hawks only have 2 subs. The Nationals have about 7. It's now Nguyen. Down by the end line. It's Grace Simon who defended out for a throw-in.
Good work defensively there on the tackle. She did get tangled up with her after she won the ball, but the first action was a good win on the tackle, and see it out for a throw-in here for the Nationals.
All thrown in, and Steinwash gets a head on it, and it's Paletti, and now Thomas. Oh, good work. Oh, boy, just couldn't bring that one in. It's Brandon. Looking for Paletti. Now Teffin will bring this down on that far side. Oh, looking for Blackburn. She finds her. Got to keep taking it. Gets by. Blackburn the shot right into the arms of Micaiah Lipsy.
Well, a good piece of offensive work there from Blackburn, creating the space, getting the shot up and off, but just right into the hands of Micaiah Lipsy, really not forcing too much of a difficult save there.
Now ball going back to Bellamo. She'll play it right here to Pulaski. Oh. Sophia Longo. Good work by Descharme. Out wide to Lipsy. Good work by Lipsy. Gets by 2 National defenders. Looking by a third. She does. Good work by Lipsy to get that one in on Bellamo. Good individual effort by her.
Good work to try to get that shot off, try to find her teammate on the cross, but even better job there from Maya Bellamo coming off her line. Strong hands, taking that ball out of the air.
The ball played into Descharme by Boyd, and now Teffin has it on that far side. She'll lay it back to Steinwash, who's had a couple of good opportunities here in this game. Longo looking for Nguyen. A little touch. Descharme comes in. That's going to be deflected.
Came off attacker last, out for a goal kick. And we are going to have a substitute here for the Nationals.
Looks like number 9 is going to come out.
Descharme's coming off.
Sharp 14 is going to step in. That's Natalie Race. R-A-Y-C-E. Lipsy. Looking for Paletti. Too much pace on that as they'll go out for a throw-in. So I want to remind everyone on Tuesday night we'll be out at Wixom at Total Soccer as the Corktown Hawks will be taking on Michigan Jaguars in their season finale in preparation for their Thursday night matchup against the Nationals, and to be determined where and when. So Taylor Stanley will step in now for Juliana Paletti. There's a throw in here from Pulaski, Alex Pulaski. Oh, good little poke there by the substitute in the race. Took off Caitlin Ducharme a few moments ago. She's got big shoes to fill. Ducharme's been a prominent player here in the offense for the Nationals this season. Had a number of good opportunities, good goals.
Yeah, and has created some opportunities here today. Combination play with Cecilia Steinwasser we saw in the first half, and a little give and go. She's been active up front, trying to build from up top by being a holding forward there, playing it into her feet. They've struggled a little bit tonight with finding her feet as often as I'm sure they would like to. But she has been that cog of creating offensive opportunities here for the Nationals.
Elmo will grab this one just inside the 6. Taylor Stanley was right there offensively for the Hawks. Good ball by Belma out wide to Teffin. She finds Race. Foul now called. Right in midfield.
Yeah, and good build-up play here from the Nationals with an opportunity here with the free kick. Probably look to take it quick and just hold possession here.
Libby Thomas says no. So Offer will put this in. Good work by Steinwasser. Down by the 18, drops it, lays it off for Boyd, and that's going to go well wide.
Yeah, a good layoff and good work from Steinwasser to drive, pull defenders there, find her teammate and lay that ball off. Or Carly Boyd, who gets a good look but doesn't stay over top the ball enough and sends that one out all the way back out onto Van Dyke.
Wow. That's the first time I think all season you've used a landmark road or anything to.
It's not even my part of the.
I know. I was going to say. I was like, wow.
Michigan.
I normally say like out to West Detroit or Shelby Township. Man, you nailed it.
Been studying my Google Maps.
That you have.
I'm also aware that Swinehart is in Shelby Township, but right across the street from Utica High School. So I don't understand, but I know.
Even though you see Utica Eisenhower and Utica High School's names both on the field, but
well, there is no Shelby High School, right?
There's not.
So I guess that's where the conundrum comes into play.
She was thinking about it. Now it looks like Allie Teffin will take this instead. Nope, I lied. Offer will now take it once again. This one comes inside the box. Longo gets a head on it. Ooh, a shot off her back foot from Race. It's going to be a tough one to get on frame when you're having to do it off your back foot like that.
Yeah, just not balanced enough to stay over the top or to hit it as well as I'm sure she would like. From that kind of distance to beat a goalkeeper of the caliber of Micaiah Lipsy, it's going to take a lot more accuracy and better skill there to beat her.
Lipsy will put this one back in play. And tonight's a little bittersweet here for us, Steve. This is the last game of the season with the Prep.
Gonna miss those guys.
I'm going to miss them too. Yeah, we got Alex Westfall, our amazing director. Sam Fisher has been on audio. I mean, aside from that one time where he turned my mic off, that loved everything he's done. And all the rest of the crew here at the Prep. As Nguyen, down by the end line, she still has it. She can get by them and finally clear it out. As you can hear now, a foul being called.
Yeah, some frustration there from Sophia Wynn after not being able to beat the defender there.
Skip Mukhtar was going to get a yellow card.
Well, his point to the referee is that he felt the foul from Sophia Wynn was worthy of a yellow card. It was from behind. The ball was clear. She was already beat. It was a frustration foul. She clips the defender in the back. Definitely no way she's playing the ball there. And so that there was Skip's comments, probably something along those lines. I think he probably felt there should have been maybe a caution given on the initial tackle. I mean, when it wasn't, he made sure that his thoughts were heard. And in that moment there, then the referee decided he was going to issue him a yellow. So
it was Nguyen now collects this. Good move. Oh, another good move. Pulls it back, but then Defensively, the Hawks able to gather it, but here come the Nationals once again. It's a shot from distance, up and over from Blackburn.
Yeah, just as we talked about Sophia Wynn having a little bit of frustration. She wins the ball back, has the patience, almost a perfect little pullback here at the top of the box. Unable to get a shot in on frame, as we can see, but Blackburn takes that shot from distance and just up over on the top.
Nationals here knocking on the door here in the 60th minute. Boyd puts us one in and intended there for Blackburn. Good cutback from her down by the end line. Inside top of the 6. Race with a shot. Race with another shot and goes in. Natalie Race comes in as a substitute. Ball bouncing around, gives not one opportunity, and then a second opportunity gives the first goal here of the night for the Nationals and second of the season conceded here by the CORKTOWN Hawks.
Yeah, good work from the Nationals. Sustained pressure here. A couple different chances, block shots. Ball ends up back at the feet of Natalie Race. She puts the shot on frame, finds the side netting on the back bar, and we've got a tie game.
As we now have conversations going on now with the officials. We're hearing some conversation going on there on that far side after the goal. That's going to be an unassisted goal here in the 60th minute. Nationals are no longer knocking on the door. They have pushed open the door and scored here in the 60th minute. Much to do about nothing, it seems like. So here we are tied 1-1. The Hawks can get scored on, and seems as they'll only get scored on this season by the Nationals, Steve.
Yeah, and we talked about the result here for either side. Not necessarily the most important thing at the end of this 90, but is more what the takeaways are from each side and the confidence built. From CORKTOWN's perspective, they wanted to come in, take care of business, and get the 3 points and move on, because that's what they have done this season. For the Nationals, they wanted to try to find a way to knock down those results and be the better team tonight and find a way to get a result, and may that be a tie or a win. And they found their way to get back into this game.
Lipsy now collects this for the Hawks after that giveaway from the Nationals. Oh, good work. Stanley, good effort from her. Gets us inside. Lipsy was right there as Belmo comes out and gets the grab. This energy of this game, the temperature has picked up a smidge.
Yeah, definitely. The intensity level, the moment the Nationals tied this thing up, has kind of switched, and this game is taking on new life.
The ball into Steinwasser right in the middle of the park. Looks to switch the point of attack. And Rustin. Out wide to Brandon. Stanley finds Lipsy. Will give and go. Back to Stanley. And knock off Pulaski and out for a throw-in.
Double change here coming in for the Nationals.
So Teffen's going to come off. Instead, number 11 will step in. It was going to be Emma Merchant. And what was the second person?
Blackburn and Teffen came off. 32.
I never had a 6 on the field, did you?
No, it was 16. Blackburn came off.
Oh, Blackburn.
Blackburn and Teffen.
Now, Nguyen. Out wide, shot, far post. Just not enough pace on it. That shot was from Matejek. wide to Merchant. Watson. Good ball movement here from the Nationals. Up and over almost, but good play by Brandon. Now Longo finds a win. Both teams right now back and forth. All last touched off and out for a throw on the far side. 65th minute. 1-1 is the score. You hear the crowd clapping here. Let's go, Corktown. Longo. Nice little step over. I'm not hit. Matejek, that was now Steinwasser finds Matejek. Just substituted on here a moment ago to Merchant on that far side. Took off Teffin. Steinwasser now. Out wide to Boyd, who's wide open just inside the 18. Shot low. Save a Metcalf rebound. Up and over. Defended well there. And out for a corner kick.
Great work from the Nationals. Starts with Cecilia Steinwasser finding Boyd on the right side here. Puts in a good cross, forces Lipsy to have to get a hand on it. The shot ensuing off the rebound was blocked in and out for a corner kick. But the Nationals here, since scoring that goal, definitely have been the better side, creating more opportunities, being more dangerous here in the attacking third. And now trying to find the go-ahead goal here.
That was Natalie Race on that to rebound. Far post, just up and over off the head. I think that was Carly Boyd who got a head on that, but no, it was Matejek. I apologize. But, yeah, you're right, man. Just the way that they've come alive here after that goal. I mean, Natalie Race coming on and coming in for Kaylin Ducharme and having an immediate impact on this game. Scoring that goal. Now we have another, once again, confrontation between officials and coaches and no idea what's going on.
Well, from what I can make out up here, there's been some disagreements between both coaching staffs. Starting with Corktown, upset with something going on, and potentially maybe even on the Nationals bench, or maybe that something was said. Obviously, we have no idea the details of exactly what it was. The referee has gone over twice and had a discussion, had a word with the coaching staff over on Corktown side. As words are being had between both coaching staffs and the fourth officials, but no extra disciplinary action has been given out. And remember, Skip for Corktown is already on a yellow card tonight, so I'm sure he'll be cautious as far as what goes on in the remainder 20-plus minutes here. As he obviously does not want to miss out on Thursdays, or actually, I guess it would be for him Tuesday's action.
Tuesday. Yeah, he does have a freebie in there, I guess, right?
I guess so. Some
depending upon whether or not they consider that only a one-game suspension, because sometimes leagues will suspend coaches for more than one game in the event.
Some coaches, when they know that, do take advantage and get their money's worth. So you never know what may happen here in the closing minutes.
This ball is played in, looking for Lipsy, and Offer wins the head. Put right back in goes right in the arms of Bellamo. It's the 69th minute. And the Nationals continue to knock on the door. They almost punched one in here a few moments ago. Except it was stopped off an open goal from Natalie Race. Not sure who it hit off. I believe it was Drew Martin to hit off of. Goal-saving save out for a corner kick, and this game is still notched up one apiece. Now Longo will receive this interception. Almost gave it away, and we'll play it back to Merchant. The ball be played all the way here on this near side to Brandon. Back to Lipsy, who Matejek was offside. So gotta be aware of that.
Yeah, just lazy getting back there. Ball gets cleared. She doesn't get back on side. So then when her teammate does win the ball, a 50-50 ball back in, she's now in an offside position. And it's just one of those things as a forward, you got to put in that extra work. Sometimes it just means making a 2 to 5 yard sprint just to get up past the defenders. And the lack of movement and effort there costs her with an offside.
Lipsy plays this here on this near side. To Maya Brandon. Matejek. Good win from her. Oh, good ball into Thomas. Merchant finds Race. Now here come the Nationals. Good ball up to Nguyen. Can she keep it on? She does. She is dangerous inside the 18. Keeps fighting strong. Down by the end line. It's going to go out for a corner kick. Good work once again from Sophia Nguyen.
The definite spotlight for the Nationals tonight. She's been all over the pitch creating opportunities, not involved in their goal-head or their game-tying goal, but she has been creating chances all throughout this match.
She'll put this one in. Matejek was right there. His ball's bouncing around. Pulaski takes a whack at it, and that goes up and over. That one might make it to Van Dyke.
It might. That one might as well.
Pulaski comes over, hobbling a little bit after that shot attempt. So you can hear fireworks off in the distance. It is July 4th weekend, so we do expect fireworks take place here throughout the evening tonight and tomorrow.
I didn't expect to see it down on the sidelines like we have tonight. I didn't expect those fireworks, Sean.
Ooh, look at that, man. Adding in a little entertainment here. Comment coming in from Combat Machine says, yay.
Yay.
Yay. It's like a Mentos commercial. Yay, you know. I don't get the whole idea of having fireworks going off, though, at like 8 o'clock at night when it's still light out.
I've never understood it. If you can't see them, why are you lighting them off?
Yeah, you like the noise, I'm assuming. Maybe the people lighting them off are for their kids who are like 4 years old and they have to go to bed. Ball played in. A little back heel from Boyd. No one there. Maya Brandon plays up over the top looking for Lipsy, and I can't wait on that. Pulaski finds Steinwasser. She's got a ton of green space as Worthman comes up to defend. Nguyen out wide to Merchant. I'll give Nguyen that kind of space. She'll take advantage of it. Good move. Oh, good work. Nguyen far post and goes well wide.
Just got a little too much around it. Trying to find that backside bar. Gets her foot around a little too much curl, a little bit too far wide out for a goal kick. But again, Sophia Wynn being dangerous all evening tonight in and around the box, whether it's attacking through the middle, attacking up the flanks, taking players on 1v1 or taking them on 1v3 in the middle of the park. She has been dangerous.
Richardson just misjudged that one and now go out for a throw on the far side. Seems as though some of those fireworks have kind of calmed down there on that far side.
Yeah, and, you know, I think both coaches, like I said, we talked to Coach Skip at the beginning of the week and, you know, good friends with Coach Rob Brinkman, but also knowing that they're competitors and that, you know, every moment and understanding what's at stake here moving forward and the things that will be gained from this game. You can definitely tell and understand why, you know, sometimes every little tackle and every little thing gets amplified and monitored as we We had a firework with, I think, a little floating Army guy coming down.
I think, yeah, I was going to say he went up in the air, maybe like a little.
No, definitely. We see those. I've seen those at a couple parties I'm at, the little flying Army guys. Didn't expect to see one here on the pitch today, but, again, John, expect the unexpected when you and I are together.
Yep, is that you can see the smoke off in the distance behind those houses off behind the field here. Ball out wide to Merchant. Finds Longo. Wynn tried to bring it down. Unable to do so. Is ball back into Lipsy. Yeah, shield that out. It's a well-played idea there from Pulaski. All thrown to Matejek. Martin. There's that whistle we heard earlier. His Lipsy is met by Longo and a foul called.
There's a real whistle. Foul called, and chance again for Corktown.
I didn't think I ever would be thinking I'd be fighting the sounds of fireworks
as whistles.
As whistles.
I didn't think so either, but the two times they've happened tonight, both that one not as much, where there almost was to be maybe an expected whistle, has just taken away from opportunity as Corktown will look from distance here.
Martin puts this one inside the box. A little head on it. Wow, good opportunity right there.
Great ball in from Drew Martin. Lifted up and over the top. Finds the head of Abby Worthman, who almost puts it up into the top of the net. Just goes over top, hits the football goalpost. A great opportunity there for Corktown.
Worthman playing more of a center mid role here today. Steinagel. Always put in for Lipsy and cleared up by Pulaski. A good win by the Nationals. Merchant finds Nguyen. Now Longo. Staying on that strong side. A lot of touch on that far side for a throw-in as we now enter the 77th minute. Just 13 minutes to go here, plus stoppage time. Both these teams will see each other once again here next Thursday evening in the Great Lakes Division Final. So the top two teams from this division playing in the final, and then the winner of that will go on to play in the Midwest. Winner is Stanley. Unable to get a clean touch on that. Now it's cleared up. Lipsy, good little poke there by Watson. Knocked out wide to Maya Brandon. Ball put right in now, Bellamo. Oh, she just mistimes that as it kind of bobbles around a little bit.
As much as we talked about, the end result maybe not making a huge difference tonight. If you're the Nationals, finding a way to battle back into this game, it would be kind of heartbreaking to lose this game just from a confidence standpoint of knowing that you were able to battle back in this game, give yourself chances to maybe go ahead, and then to concede one late here would be disappointing. They played well enough to earn a point or to earn a victory tonight, and they'll be happy with that if they can take away a tie. So conceding here, even though, yes, the result won't matter from a confidence standpoint, from a, that type of not the most ideal result if that would be the case. And from Corktown, they knew it was going to be a tough game tonight, and they're still going to be battling here in these last 10-plus minutes, trying to find a way to find that go-ahead goal as they've done all season.
Maya Brandon now has this. Going up the left flank. Cuts it back, puts it inside the box, and right in the arms of Bellamo. Good crowd on hand here tonight to watch this game on July 3rd.
About 1,776 people here or so.
Classic. It's Pulaski. Mistake was made. I believe a corner kick now coming up.
Only the second of the night here for Corktown, but we've seen them be dangerous in other games and out of other set pieces. So if they don't, the Nationals don't stay tight defensively here, you know this ball is going to be given a chance.
Just heard another screamer of a firecracker. Firework, firecracker, I don't know what you call them anymore. Ball comes in, right in the mix, and goes far post from Merchant, who clears it up right around 30 yards or so from goal. Olivia Thomas now for a corner, the third one of the night.
And just like that, Corktown with a little bit of sustained pressure, some opportunities. Another set piece here coming from the corner on the far side.
Ball comes in from Rustin. Go out of touch for a goal kick. Wow, man, 1,776 fans here. It's not a bad. That's a pretty exact number, Steve.
I trust my good counting skills.
Did that have anything to do with what happened in 1776?
Oh, it was just coincidence.
It's a coincidence. Wow.
Just coincidence. Just America.
America for the win. This is Paul. Goes just out of touch on that far side for a throw-in for the Nationals.
Seems as this game ticks on, the more and more fireworks seem to be continuing to go off in the background here.
That's right.
It would be nice if we were under the lights and it was dark. We might be able to actually see these fireworks.
It's true. Game was moved up from 7:30 to 7 o'clock tonight. Matejek, good little touch from her. Found Boyd, and then all the way back now. Oh, good win. Here comes Matejek. Shot from distance, up and over, the touch by Lipsy for the save. Out for a corner kick.
Giveaway there, poor giveaway from the defense. Opportunity for the Nationals as the shot comes from distance. And Micaiah Lipsy just gets a fingertip on it, pushes it up and over the top off the football goal post and up for a corner. As we had the defender there for Corktown not wanting to give the ball back to the Nationals. A little bit of gamesmanship, as we say, just trying to delay, frustrate the other team a little bit.
Carly Boyd will put this one back in for the Nationals. It's a good ball near post. Although one touch off the crossbar. I believe that was off Pulaski.
Up and off off the football upright. Just a little bit too high. We're going to have another substitution here for the Nationals. Number 29.
I don't have 29 on my roster. It's Emily Johnson.
There we are.
He had 2. It's Lipsy. Worthman. Found Thomas. Thomas, good moves from her. His race will clear this up and out for a throw-in. 84th minute. 1-1 game. Goal in the 11th minute off the foot of Olivia Thomas. And a goal in the 60th minute off the foot of Natalie Race. That's where this thing is all level. Only the second goal of the season for the Hawks that were conceded. The first one coming back on the 29th of May against the Nationals. Steinagel finds Thomas. Just out wide to Rustin. Rustin with a shot from distance, off the bar. It's a good shot from distance from the defender, Rustin.
Yeah, real tight angle, shot from distance there. Caught Maya Bello maybe a little off guard. She was able to get over there, ensure that the ball was going out of bounds. Did not need to get a touch on it. But another good opportunity for CORKTOWN as they refuse to lie down and accept this tie as the end-all be-all here, is working hard to try to find their way to get back into the lead.
Now, ball all the way back to Lipsy. So one time it out. Watson gets a little touch on that. Worthman out to Thomas. Good work defensively there by Watson. Is Rustin into Martin. Got Maya Brandon here on the near side. She finds her. Brandon puts his one perfect inside. Belmo punches it. As it goes right to Rustin. Here come the Hawks once again. Got to clear that out. You can't play around with it right there. It's Martin. On now, lots of space for the Nationals. And Steinwasser brings this up. Looks for Emily Johnson on that far side and cleared out by the Hawks.
Started with some great defensive play in the back from Maya Bellomo, coming out, punching out, comes flying out on that cross, knocking it away. The Nationals hold strong and keep this thing knotted up at one.
Shot from distance. That's not going to beat Lipsy from there. He got it out a lot better with that shot to beat her. Is she'll now put this down and then knock it up. Now Race has this. Finds Johnson. Matejek, she loses it. Is now Rustin will play this up. Looking for Thomas. Now Nguyen. She is dangerous. 1v1. Maybe even 2v1. Now out for a corner. It's an easy corner in the 87th minute, but that took their fourth of the game.
7th of the game.
Oh, shoot. Well, there you go. That's why you do the stats and I don't.
7th corner of the game here for the Nationals. Under 5 to go. A set piece here. Chance to try to take the lead.
Ball comes in. Out comes Lipsy. Johnson's there, and she goes down, and Lipsy's able to grab it. Say Johnson might have tried slapping at that ball. Look, it's there now. She's a little shoving going on right there with the center back. I think she's starting to get a little physical here.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Oh, wow. A little collision there between Johnson and once again the center back. That's Grace Simon.
Yeah, number 24, Grace Simon there.
Just look, a little pulling and shoving. Welcome to the game there, Emily Johnson.
Yeah, it's been a battle, and you know, in this type of game with two teams who have mutual respect for each other, but know that it's going to be a competitive match every time out. You know, you have to not be afraid of that physical play, and that's what we saw there from both sides.
All in the win. It's programmed by Rust, and now Thomas collects it. Good defensive play by Longo. Matejek. Into Boyd. Steinwasser finds Race. She scored the game-tying goal. Shot from distance. It goes just wide. Not a bad look.
Yeah, and you know, already hit one, found the back of the net, so sometimes you get that little bit extra confidence. Just might as well take that shot. Not a bad look. Tough angle from that type of distance there to beat Lipsy into that far side. She had it covered and got over there. But not a bad opportunity and look there for the Nationals.
89th minute. Just a minute to go here, plus stoppage time. Don't know how much. We've had a number of subs come in. It's a good move there by Longo. Looking for a race, but Too much pace on that. Back to goalkeeper Micaiah Lipsy. Good ball to Worthman. Brings it down. Steinwasser there. Good defensive play from Steinwasser. Referee will call a quick restart into race. Looking for Johnson. Johnson comes in. Russin knocks it out wide to Thomas. Too much pace on that as it goes out of touch for a throw-in.
Yeah, silly giveaway right in front of your own bench there, and your defensive half easily giving Corktown possession in dangerous opportunity area.
Spellman will come out of her goal to grab this one with 3 minutes to go. Because of the stoppage time is what we just saw from the fourth official. Nice to have that board over there on that far side. It's compliments of assistant referee to Pete Loria.
That's always nice when we have that little bit of extra information we can
relay to our
relay
audience.
to the audience and not be left wondering or questioning.
I want to see like the 16. That'd be great to see 16 on a board, right?
Do you really?
Not really, no. Just saying, for the one game we did have like 17 minutes of stoppage time. It would be kind of funny to see a 17.
We just had a game go 120 and 0-0 to 8 rounds of penalty kicks, but well, sure, let's take 16.
Oh, that's a good ball, but goes right in the hands of Bellamo. That was the last game we did last Saturday. Good move by Longo. Shove there by Longo. Wins the ball back. Race. Finds Johnson. Scott Matea, a couple. Now Rustin. Ball looking there in for Matejek. Out comes Lipsy. Win by Steinwasser, now out for a throw-in. We're in the second minute of stoppage time, about a minute and a half to go in this one. 1-1 score. Team's going to bounce around. It's Johnson. Now Matejek. Hits off Matejek. Now Race. Looking for Johnson just too much. It's a shot from Nguyen, and that goes just wide.
In that third minute of stoppage here, just about maybe 30 seconds are left in those 3 minutes. A minimum of 3 minutes indicated by our fourth official. Can't imagine there'll be too much more left here as both sides will share the points. Looking ahead to Thursday's playoff matchup. John, what do you expect from that?
I expect a very good game. Is now here come the Nationals, made for one last opportunity. Out to Boyd. Boyd puts us across, headed out, and out for a corner. This is going to be sure to be the last opportunity of this game. Johnson puts us one in. Goes far post. Off the head. Wow, diving save. And they're going to call that the end of the game. What an opportunity off the head. I believe it was Steinwasser that got the head on that. And then it was headed up and out by the defender for the Hawks. What a well-played ball by Johnson. Yeah, Steinwasser, and then headed off. I believe that was Drew Martin.
Yeah, had opportunities all over the place here, coming late for the Nationals with an opportunity to try to win it. But Micaiah Lipsy holds strong in her back line, does not concede a go-ahead goal, and this game will end 1-1.
That it will. Don't go anywhere. We come back, we'll recap this game, possibly have a player of the game for the Nationals. This game ends in a 1-1 draw. You've been watching United Women's Soccer on the Michigan Soccer Network.
Granite City Food and Brewery has 2 Michigan locations in Troy and Northville. Serves made-from-scratch food, brews in-house beer, and even has brunch every Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. To learn more about their daily specials or to book a private party, visit gcfb.com. Make sure you head over to Granite City in Northville at the corner of 7 Mile and Haggerty, or the Troy location at 16 Mile and I-75.
Vasquez, shot, and that goes off the post and in. Oh, good move by Wynn. Puck to 6, wide open net for Hawks, Jack, and that's goal number 2. Now wide to the Hawks, inside the 18. Left foot cross to Steinwasser, saved by Solly.
We like to do it before we go out on the weekend.
We do.
We do it every week.
Whether we need to or not.
We did it today.
It was really dirty.
My parents do it every day.
Hey, kiddo!
Do it every day with the Unlimited Club only at Jack's Car Wash. Protect your car from the hot summer sun, dust, dirt, and contaminants all summer long with the Jack's Unlimited Club.
Join today, starting at just $24.99 a month.
Time now, and here we are, doing it for the first time here tonight on June 6th.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we have a good base.
Their first ball, their first uniform, their first number, their first teammate, their first goal, their first coach. We take great care in making sure their first isn't their last. We're so much more than a soccer class. Come play with us today at kickstarttoddlersoccer.com.
Granite City Food and Brewery has 2 Michigan locations in Troy and Northville. Serves made-from-scratch food, brews in-house beer, and even has brunch every Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. To learn more about their daily specials or to book a private party, visit gcfb.com. Make sure you head over to Granite City in Northville at the corner of 7 Mile and Haggerty, or the Troy location at 16 Mile and I-75.
Pure Barre is a full-body workout that transforms you, physically and mentally. Our musically driven group classes focus on low-impact, small movements that strengthen and tone your entire body in 50 minutes or less. Anyone is capable of taking Pure Barre, no matter your age or fitness level, and no dance experience is required.
Vasquez, shot, and that goes off the post and in. Oh, good move by Wynn. Puck to 6, wide open net for Hawks, Jack, and that's goal number 2. Now wide to the Hawks, inside the 18. Left foot cross to Steinwasser, saved by Solly.
Every generation knows where to go when their car gets dirty. And every generation understands the timeless family tradition of Jack's Car Wash. Families know that a clean car by Jack's just rides better.
Welcome back into Swinehart Field here. Conclusion of this game, 1-1 draw as the Nationals scored a goal in the second half in the 60th minute to bring it to a draw. The only second goal the Hawks have conceded here in the 2022 spring season. As we're going to welcome in to the broadcast here, our player of the game, Sydney Longo.
Sydney, welcome in. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Talk about what the mindset was of the team before the game today, knowing that this was a team you were going to probably see again here within a few days. And so talk about what that mindset was going into the pregame.
So we knew that CORKTOWN was going to definitely be a challenging game, one of our most challenging games, but we just talked to each other and knew that if we played together and worked together as a team and connected small so then we could build out larger, that we would be able to have a good shot against them.
I think you guys did that from the get-go. You guys were on the front foot, creating opportunities and attacking, which I think was great. Obviously, you conceded the goal, not most ideal, but talk about what we was talking about at halftime, what you guys spoke about, and what was able to turn things around and find that equalizer in the second half.
I think we kind of reiterated the focus that we need to at sometimes play short instead of kicking forward, because we don't always want to look for the long ball and make the long runs. And so I think that was the main focus, because we just focused on playing short, and then that could ultimately help us build out, and that helped lead to more success.
Well, congratulations again. Awesome job tonight, earning that tie. Obviously, I'm sure that will help build confidence moving forward for Thursday. All the best in that playoff final, and thanks again for joining us.
Thank you.
So, Steve, talk about, when we talked earlier in the pregame and our opener about this matchup with the Hawks and the Nationals and how they had only conceded one goal, in their first 6 games in this season. That one lone goal coming in back on the 29th against the Nationals. It was a test, and for the first 60 minutes of this game, the Micaiah Lipsy and the defense of the Hawks really held their own, did their job. As you can see here, the goal here from Olivia Thomas, Amaya Bellamo, just a fantastic finish. But we talk about this, about what has happened here this season for the Hawks, the goals they've scored, the goals they have not conceded, and the Nationals who themselves, as you see that rebound goal there from Nellie Race, the equalizer, as you mentioned here a moment ago. But the intangibles, too. The intangibles that happen on a soccer field, Steve, where the work ethic, the work rate, just fighting hard and strong, something that I know Robert Brinkman feels very strongly about, and that's why Sydney Longo was here. All night she was out on that pitch, making some things happen, working hard, doing the things that she needed to do in order to find success here, helping her teammates. That work rate doesn't always necessarily show up on the score sheet, but does lead to team success. And we've seen that time and time again, not only with the Nationals, but other teams as well. I want to remind everybody that on Tuesday night, we'll be back out here, not at Swinehart, but in Wixom for UWS action. The Hawks taking on the Jaguars in Wixom. And then on Thursday night, the Great Lakes Division Final between the Hawks and the Nationals. We'll know more about all of that here in the coming days. I want to say thank you to our broadcast team, the Prep, the best in the business. It was our last game of the season with them, so hopefully we have a chance to call some more games here with them here in the future. For all of those out you celebrating 4th of July weekend, have a safe and happy weekend. Steve, man, it was a pleasure working with you here again tonight, as we always do. I'll see you back on Thursday for the final. And for everybody here at the Prep Michigan Soccer Network, we want to wish all of you a very happy and safe 4th of July. Until next time, come back and watch some more soccer here on the Michigan Soccer Network.